Hello, welcome guys. Your boy Fierce right here on Icons Gallery. Today's have been like boom boom, raining on fire like Rufai on fire. Arize TV studio had the vibe today. We have Rufai on fire, Rufai Oseni intervene, Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahe. The interview or the presentation or the discussion was escalated to higher level. You guys just watch this. I'll be back with you for more discussion on this.
Coastal Highway.
Minister, I would like to interject. This monologue is quite long. So, at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You're too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are
You're too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister,
report you to
Minister,
the
let me
president.
speak.
Who are you for me to report you?
Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commissioner of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Rufai,
Let me
only address you,
Minister.
in,
You will not. You will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because
now.
you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not.
What your profession is.
You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow
when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer, so you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure, so I was right on that point. The second point...
Because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
You don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
And you cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So, please, you've not been able to... I'm
professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me...
You have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask you...
Welcome back, guys. And what escalated the question was when... Rufai was asking the minister what was the cost per kilometer. And the minister was trying to answer, and Rufai was like, seems like both of them were arguing. But what I saw there is that Rufai was impatient to allow him to land, and he was saying something. And Rufai want to do what? Ask. Maybe he was running because of the time factor. Maybe they are running ahead behind schedule or something like that. And another thing is that I know that sometimes in this part of the world we are used to what we call journalism here. I don't know if you ask our people in power question, you wrap them, tell them what they would like to hear, allow them to tell you whatever they have. Because in this interview, he asked him what is cost per kilometer and the loan taken. How is it meant to be paid? How is it? I don't know if it's realizable to be paid back. You understand? But the way and man he presented it was what got people talking about this. I don't know how you see it or what you say or what you can say about the video, because I know that in this country lots has not been going well. Like so many things have been on haywire and people are not finding it difficult as easy. People are really finding things difficult, and some persons that are on the side of corridors of power that are living in luxury and affluence don't know what the common man on the street goes by every day. That does not justify how Rufai did his presentation. I don't really abide by that kind of attitude towards your guest. They're your guests. They're your guests. Don't minding their the corridors of power and the situation of country is not favorable to many of us in this country. But they are still your guests. You owe him that listening ears, um comfort, to him be comfortable and all that. Don't push your questions to him if you don't want to answer the question. I believe that being a learner somewhere can help to leave him to him, because people that are watching the program are not daft. We listen, we hear, we know what he's trying to say and what the one he's doing and the one he has done. So all this interview, why I focus is how are they meant to pay back the loan taken for this particular project. That's where my intentions are. But that's brought me to another interview. When you hear some people talking, you begin to ask yourself, where are these people? Are they alien? Like, are they really in this country? Because she made a podcast where he was saying something about the nature, as in the level of the economy and how the economy is going, because he was like saying, just listen to this interview. I'll be back with you.
Best politicians can do is to leave, how do I put it now, is to live less flamboyantly, to show the people that we understand what you're going through. Which is why I love the fact that Mr. President didn't choose to buy a Maybach. He went for an Escalade, which is cheaper than the Maybach, by the way. Because some people don't even know this. They just say the president's Escalade, and they don't know this, And then somebody said, why would you buy a jet? Did you bother to check the reason? Do you remember that there was a time our VP traveled out of the country and the plane broke down, that Mr. President traveled and the Air Force One broke down? Do you understand? Yeah. And the president had to travel with his own private jet at some point. This is a man representing 220 million people. Come on, man. Did I know that those policies were going to come with pain? I knew. I feel the pain too. Come on, my family have been in the UK since 2019. My family has been in the UK. For every pound that I change, every naira that I change to pound, it cost me 2,000 naira. It wasn't what it was costing me to before. Do you understand me? So it means that if I was spending 5 million, if I was spending 2 million naira monthly before, that means I had to spend about 5 million naira every other month now for my family in the UK. So doesn't that come with pain? The events are not like it used to be, because everybody start making adjustment and all those stuff. I knew the pain. So don't come out and say that